What's up guys, and welcome back to Thene's Garage. In today's video, we're going to be adjusting the toe on the Scrambler. Let's get right into it. So riding this thing, your handlebar shakes really bad. Now I know the front wheels are absolute trash, so that could be part of it, but I've also noticed these front wheels looks like they're both turning to the, I guess it would be left, because that one's angled in like that. And this one actually doesn't look that bad right here, but from a different angle, it kind of looks toed out, I guess, or toed in. I can't remember, but I'm going to follow the procedure according to the service manual. I got some string, and I'm going to throw some string on the back there and create a straight line, and then you have to throw the tire off a little bit by adjusting the tie rods. So that's what we're going to do. Now I'm just going to do one side at a time because I only have one set of jack stands, and that's what I'm essentially using. I'm going to put a jack stand behind the four-wheeler and in front, and then put a string that makes sure it touches that back wheel. I'm going to set the pressure on these tires to what they're supposed to be. Now they may leak out pretty fast, but it is what it is because they're trash tires. So max PSI in this tire is 7, so I just put 7 PSI in it. I got my string attached to my jack stands, and I'm going to try to come over here and get the string kind of in the middle of the tire and then make sure it's touching both sides of the tire. The string is roughly in the middle. Now I just have to swing this over until the string is lightly touching both sides of the tire. So kind of like that almost. I need to pull this other string out because it's so right away I can't even get the string flat on this side of the tire because our wheel over here is in so much and these wheels need to be out. So right away I know this wheel's out of alignment, so we're going to crack this tie rod nuts open so we can adjust the toe. So to loosen your nuts here, your jam nuts on your tie rod, you're going to want to get a 10. This tie rod is actually a 10, and then a 3/4 here. I don't know if that's the correct size, but you're just going to loosen them up like that. Get these nuts way out there and loose, and do the same thing on this other side if I can. It might be kind of hard with this wrench. Oh, yeah, it's definitely difficult. I'll have to move the camera to get in here, but you just have to loosen these nuts up, so let's do that real quick. All right, I got that nut loose. It's kind of a pain, but now that it is loose, we can spin our tie rod one way or the other, and whichever way we spin, it angles the tire in and out. Tried to set the camera up so you can see, so I'm going to twist this tie rod here, and the wheel should slowly be moving. It is moved, so now before I get any further, I need to make sure this back wheel, the string is touching. And I just need to move this string here over more, like that. So, let's double check here. Our string on the back is touching each side. We have this pulled back, so it is touching. Now the string up front, we have to make sure it is I think it said 3/16 of an inch off here and touching here. So we need to keep rotating this tie rod until we're 3/16 of an inch off. Okay, so I reread back through the service manual. It is supposed to be touching this rim, and it's supposed to be a 1/16 to an 1/8 of an inch off of the rim. So I'm gonna go get a tape measure. I might have a ruler, it might be a little bit easier, but I'm gonna get something and measure the distance off of this. It's kind of sucky because these rims are dented a little bit, but it still has to be better than it was. Okay, I got a tape measure. So like I said, a 1/16 of an inch to an 1/8 of an inch. Right now, we are in between a 1/16 and an 1/8, it looks like. Actually, yeah, because we're actually about 1/8 of an inch. So I'm gonna call that good. I don't wanna have to get it more precise. And now we have to re-tighten our tie rod. The service manual makes it really clear when you're retightening this, make sure your tie rod pivot thing here is not bending over while you're torquing this down. I don't remember the torque specs for this. Like 12 or 14 foot-pounds, I think it said. So you just spin that on there, and then we're gonna tighten it without letting that move. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna thread this one back on there. We're gonna do the same thing over there. Okay. All right, now that's done. We need to go do the other side. Okay, this side was a lot more of a pain to do, but I got it done. It's aligned. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take it for a drive and see if the handlebars don't shake as bad. All right, I just got back from the ride. The sloppiness there's still a little sloppiness in the steering, but a lot of that has to do with the bottom bushing down here. It's really bad. I need to change it out. And these tires are absolutely horrible. So that kind of accounts for a lot of the bumpiness and shakiness, but the actual steering shaking is gone, which is really nice, because that kind of got a little sketchy when you got up around 30, maybe 40 miles an hour. I don't know how fast I'm going. Doesn't have a speedometer, but that's solved. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you learned something. It's a pretty little easy, simple process to do. A lot easier than I thought it was going to be, other than this tie rod over here being a butt. So thank you guys. Consider subscribing, like the video if you want to see more content with this thing, or any other ATV or truck content in the future. So that's it, guys. Hope you have a good one. Bye.